On Sunday, 2 firefighters were killed and 1 was wounded in Idaho after a 20-year-old allegedly set a fire and ambushed them.
And one of those firefighters grew up in Wisconsin. David Go tells us how Frank Harwood is being remembered by his Neenah classmates.
Frank Harwood, Kootenai County Fire and Rescue Battalion Chief in Idaho, was one of 2 firefighters tragically killed in the ambush over the weekend, and a 2001 graduate of Neenah High School.
I was stunned.
Mike Robinson was a childhood friend as soon as Harwood arrived in Neenah.
4th grade at Coolidge Elementary back in Neenah. The teacher picked me to be his buddy to show him around.
The two eventually becoming a big part of Neenah's football team in 2000.
Frank was so impressive. He was a great athlete. I remember how hard he worked and how he always listened to his coaches, and he always had a quiet talent. He always let his actions speak for his work instead of being a big talker like, a lot of other kids are.
He's now a local politician and attorney, but 25 years ago, Ron Tussler shared the field with Harwood.
We sweat together, we got tired together, we panted together.
But Robinson was close with Harwood through school, sharing photos of the group from Neenah's class of 2001, and some in the years following.
Out of all those people, I would characterize him as the best of us. He was like, again, the glue, the guy you could count on.
Harwood moved out west after high school, serving in Iraq, and then returning to become a firefighter, working his way up to battalion chief in his 17 years with Kootenai County Fire and Rescue.
When I saw his rank and I realized he was a battalion chief, I'm like, well, man, that was like a natural fit, a natural evolution.
Tragically, his life taken at age 42.
Just one of those good, decent friends. It was great to see him evolve into a dad, in a firefighter, a professional, always out there willing to help and sacrifice. He's a veteran, friendly, funny, and to have that happen to him like that, and an even deeper tragedy, he's got 2 young kids about the same age as our kids, and we all know what that's all about, the effort and the time that takes. And yeah, it's been tough.